Do you anticipate Stutzla tomorrow?
No.
No.
No. He's close, but I'll wait on the training staff to let me know, but my first thought is that no, he won't play.
Now, would you hold him out for the weekend, Dietrich?
That would be their call. Like I said, he won't play unless he's 100%. I'm not putting him at that risk. Obviously, it was the hit, did a lot more damage than, not damage, but bothered him more than we thought. He's close. At top speed, he feels great. It's just cutting in and out a little bit, so we'll see what happens.
I mean, you'll say if it were a playoff game.
Yeah, and I said that to Tim. I said
Yeah.
that to Timmy. If we're fighting for every inch and we needed that game, maybe, he finds a way with a brace and all these things. But the risk to reward for a young guy with a career ahead of him, just doesn't make any sense.
12 games left here. What can you achieve?
Well, I really like the way we're playing. Even prior to the 3-game win streak, I think we've been out-chancing teams. We've been keeping the chances down, keeping the slot chances down. Our special team's been good. We've been in every game. The biggest thing is we've got to be healthy. I mean, this is just one of the strangest years when it comes to colds and flus and COVID and let's get it all out now and hopefully we're done with it. Because it was exciting to watch Formanton, Stutzel, Batherson, and then the Kachuk, Norris, Joseph line looks really good. And then, I thought there was some chemistry there between Kelly, White, and Brown, and then they're playing against bottom pairing guys. And then our fourth line had a good identity. Our defense was solid. Goaltending was good. I was really excited. And and then you lose two guys like Drake and Timmy. Like that, just that quick, and it changes everything. So we're going to put our head down and go to work and see if we can grind one out.
Do you anticipate having Batherson this weekend?
I talked to him last night after the game, didn't feel great. Again, not good enough to come to the rink, won't travel with us. So we'll see how he feels today, and if he's able to maybe skate tomorrow, maybe he plays against Winnipeg. But he was in no shape at this point. So unfortunately, we'll go without, looks like we'll go without both him and Timmy. Hamonic was more maintenance day, and we expect him to come and play in New York.
And so just for clarification, will Tim travel to New York?
No, he won't. He's going to stay here. They'll work on him, and we'll touch base with him tomorrow and see how he is. But like I said, if he's not 100%, we won't play him.
And how do you anticipate using your goaltenders this weekend?
Well, the original thought was Forsey go the first one and Sogi the second one. We'll talk and see if that's still the plan with Berkey. New York can score goals, and that's a tough building, a great building to play in, tough building for a young kid to go in there. So it's likely Forsberg, but we'll see what his thoughts are.
Obviously, Dylan Gambrell back at practice today. He's good to go.
We'll see. We'll check with him as well. He looked like he was skating fine, so it looks like the sickness that he got isn't quite what Drake had. So we'll check with that and see if he's back in. But he's played well. He's played hard. He knows his role. He's out there. He doesn't give up a whole bunch. In saying that, I thought Kostelic did a real nice job last night too. I think that's a look into the future. You get a huge center that's got some toughness, that can win faceoffs, that's the fittest guy on the team, lives in the gym. Whether it's right away or it's halfway through the year or the following year, to me, it looks like Casty's going to be an NHL center and a guy that's going to be a part of this group for a long time. And on top of the size and the strength and the toughness, I think his overall fitness level, his demeanor, I see him being like a penalty killer, big guy that can help us get over the hump.
All right. Thanks, Dietrich. Oh, sorry. Do you anticipate? Do you want to get Sogard a home game too? Would you like him?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure we do. You know what? We think he's, again, I mean, this was all about, and I think we said months ago that, young guys were going to get a chance, and Sogi's a huge part of the future as well. I mean, it's harder for goalies, let's be clear. I think he's 2000 born. For him to come in this early, I don't think anyone would have thought that. But the injuries, to Murray, allowed this, kind of to happen. And we do want to get him a home game. And then obviously Pierre will make that decision as to where it goes from there. But we also want to have a good team in front of him and, and not be a night where we hang him out. So.
And I know it's not your department, but really Greg was here, now he's injured and Brandon is here, just.
Yeah, just
An injury.
our staff's just looking at him. So obviously Pierre, he's a big part of the future here, and Pierre wants our doctors to look at him and make sure everything's okay.
Is there an anticipation they play in the WHL playoffs, or is that?
You know what? That'll be up to the doctors and Pierre and Brandon. That's not my department at all. But our doctors looked at him today, and we'll see what they say there. Hopefully for him, he can get back and play because as an expiring junior player, that's the funnest time. It's your last year. It's your last kick at it with all your buddies that you grew up with. There's no funner time than that in junior to try and go out on top. And you're scratching and clawing. You've lived with these guys for 3 or 4 years. And it's your last kick at it. It is exciting. Unfortunately, for me when I was in junior, I think we got knocked out in the first or second round that year. But it is exciting. Those are the guys that you grew up with, and you were rookies together and all those things. So hopefully he can experience that before he turns pro.